What it is, people, it's your boy I Grind Yu-Gi-Oh! We are back with another deck profile. This time we have a top 8 Danger Dark World regional deck profile. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Share the video. Let's get to 10K subs. We are at 1,000 finally. I appreciate y'all for all the love and the support, but let's get into the deck profile. So deck profile, we have a 40 card main deck. And to start this off, we play Rain, the Overking of the Dark World. You can special summon this card from your graveyard by returning one level 7 or higher Dark World monster you control to the hand. If this card is declared discarded to the graveyard by card effect, you can add one level 5 or higher Dark World monster from your deck to your hand. Then, if this card was discarded from your hand to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Dark World monster from your deck or graveyard to either field. So we play 3 of these. Then we play 3 Grapha, Dragon Lord of the Dark World. You can special summon this card from your graveyard by returning one Dark World monster you control to the hand, except Grapha. If this card is discarded to the graveyard by card effect, you can target one card your opponent controls, destroy that target. Then if this card was discarded from your hand to your opponent to your graveyard by an opponent's card effect, look at one random card in your opponent's hand. Then if it was a monster, you can special summon this card to your side of the field. So we play 3 of these. Then we play 2 Silver Warlord of the Dark World. If this card is discarded to the graveyard by card effect, special summon it from the graveyard. Then if this card was discarded from your hand to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect, your opponent returns exactly 2 cards from the hand to the bottom of the deck in any order. So we play 2 of these. Then we play 2 Snow. Unlike the Dark World, if this card is discarded to the graveyard by a card effect, if it was discarded from your hand to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect, you can target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, add one Dark World card from your deck to your hand, then special summon that target, if any, in face-up defense position. So we play 3 of these. Then we play 3 Genta, Gate Man in the Dark World. You can only special summon Genta once per turn. You can discard this card to the graveyard, add 1 Gate to the Dark World from your deck to your hand. If this card is banished and you control a Dark World, you can special summon this card. So we play 3 Gentas. Then we only play 1 Cyrili, Guru of the Dark World. If this card is discarded to the graveyard by a card effect, special summon this card from the graveyard to your opponent's side of the field in face-up defense position. When this card is special summoned by the effect of a Dark World card, your opponent must discard 1 card. So we only play 1 of this card. Then we got the Danger package in here. We play 3 Danger Nessie. You can reveal this card in your hand. Your opponent randomly choose 1 card from your entire hand. Then you can discard the chosen card. Then if the discarded card was not Danger Nessie, special summon 1 Danger Nessie from your hand. And if you do, draw 1 card. If this card is discarded, you can add 1 Danger card from your deck to your hand, except Danger Nessie. You're going to use each effect once per turn. So we play 3 Nessie, 2 Danger Chupacabra. You can reveal this card in your hand. Your opponent randomly choose 1 card from your entire hand. Then you can discard the chosen card. Then if the discarded card was not Danger Chupacabra, special summon 1 Danger Chupacabra from your hand. And if you do, draw 1 card. If this card is discarded, you can target 1 Danger monster in your graveyard, except Chupacabra special summoning. You're going to use each effect once per turn. Then we play 3 Danger Mothman. You can reveal this card in your hand. Your opponent randomly chooses 1 card from your entire hand. Then if the discarded card was not Danger Mothman, special summon 1 Danger Mothman from your hand. And if you do, draw 1 card. If this card is discarded, you can both players draw 1 card, then both players discard 1 card. You can only use each effect once per turn. Then we play 1 Danger Bigfoot. You can reveal this card in your hand. Your opponent randomly chooses 1 card from your entire hand. Then you discard the chosen card. Then if the discarded card was not Danger Bigfoot, special summon 1 Danger Bigfoot from your hand. And if you do, draw 1 card. If this card is discarded, you can target 1 face-up card your opponent control, destroy it. You can only use this effect of Danger Bigfoot once per turn. Then we play 1 Danger Jackalope. You can reveal this card in your hand. Your opponent randomly chooses 1 card from your entire hand. Then you discard the chosen card. Then if the discarded card was not Danger Jackalope, special summon 1 Danger Jackalope. And if you do, draw 1 card. If the discarded card is Danger Jackalope, you special summon 1 Danger monster from your deck in defense position. You can only use each effect once per turn. Then we play 3 Gates of the Dark World. All Fiend type monsters gain 300 attack and defense. Once per turn, you can banish 1 Fiend type monster from your graveyard, discard 1 Fiend type monster, then draw 1 card. Then we play 2 Dark World Accession. During the main phase, fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing materials mentioned on it from your field or graveyard. If fusion summoning Dark World monster this way, you can also discard monster materials. During your main phase, if this card is in graveyard, you can add this card to your hand, then discard 1 Dark World monster. You can only use each effective Dark World Accession once per turn. Then we play 2 Dark Corridor. Add 1 Dark World monster from your deck to your hand, then discard 1 card. You can only activate 1 Dark Corridor per turn. Then we play one Dark World Archives. During your main phase, you can discard one Dark World monster, and if you do, Dark World monsters you control gain attack equal to the level discarded of the monster in the hand times 100 until the end of the turn. If a monster whose original type is Fiend is discarded from your hand by card effect of a Dark World card or an opponent's card effect, even during the damage step, you can discard one card, then draw 2 cards. You can only use each effect of Dark World Archives once per turn. Then we play 3 Allure Darkness. Draw 2 cards, then banish one dark monster from your hand. Or if you do not have any in your hand, send your entire hand to the graveyard. Then we play 2 Triple Tactics Talents. Basically, if your opponents had activated a monster effect during your main phase, you activate one of these effects. Either draw 2 cards, take control of one monster your opponent controls into the end phase, or look at your opponent's hand, choose one card, shuffle it into the deck. So we only play 2 of those. Then we play one day apiece. Each player draws 1 card, and neither player takes damage to the end of the opponent's next turn. Then we play 1 card instruction. Both players discard as many cards as possible from their hand. Then each player draws the same number of cards they discard. Pretty broken card. And they're both at 1. Then we play 2 Grapha, Dragon Overlord of Darkness. When your opponent activates a monster effect or normal spell / trap card while you have a card in your hand, quick effect, you activate this effect. Activated effect becomes your opponent discards 1 card. You can only use each effect of Grapha, Overlord, or Dragon World once per turn. If this fusion summon card and its owner control leaves the field because of an opponent's card, you can special summon one of your Grapha Dragon Lord of Dark World that is banished on your graveyard. Then each player with the hand discards 1 card. Crazy effect. Then we play 1 Zombie Vampire. If you have a monster with a level that is owned by an opponent for an XC summon of this card, treat it as level 8. Neither player can target this card with card effects of special summon monsters except those special summoned from the graveyard. You can detach 1 material from this card. Each player sends top 4 cards from their deck to the graveyard. Then if any monsters were sent to the graveyard by this effect, you can special summon one of those monsters to your field. Then we play 1 number 60 Dugaris, 1 number 41 Baguska, 1 Saryuja Scoldred, very broken link 4. If this card gains effects based on the number of materials used for a summon, 2+2. A monster is no more special summoned to its own this card point to. That monster gains 300 attack / defense, 3+. Once returned during your main phase, you can special summon 1 monster from your hand, very crazy effect. 4+, when this card is linked summon, you can draw 4 cards, then place 3 cards from your hand at the bottom of the deck in any order. Then we play 1 Firewall Dragon, 1 Nightmare Cerberus, 1 Nightmare Griffin, 1 Nightmare Unicorn, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, very broken Nightmare package, 1 Cross Sheet, 1 Dark Charmer, 1 Muckracker from the Underworld, and 1 Underworld Goddess. Then in the side deck, we play 3 Winged Dragon and Raw Spirit Mode, basically the tribute stuff and get rid of the opponent's field, basically a board breaker. 3 Ghost Sisters Spooky Dogwood, basically for time, and also you gain life points every time your opponent will special summon. Dark World Puppetry, target up 3 cards in any graveyard, banish them, then discard 1 Fiend monster. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one of your banished Fiend monsters, add it to your hand. You gotta activate 1 Dark World Puppetry per turn. 2 Dark Ruler No More. 3 Power Sink Stone, very broken card. Each time a monster effect is activated, place 1 spell stone counter on this card. When this card has 2 more spell counters on it, monsters on the field can activate their effects and their effects are negated. 2 Imperial Iron Wall, neither player can banish cards, and then 1 Gaga Cowboy for time to burn your opponent. So shout out to this player for the top 8 deck profile, regional Danger Dark World. I'm glad to see this deck, still somewhat having a fighting chance. I mean, Droll isn't very prevalent in the meta right now, so I'm glad to see it back. I don't have a problem with it, but it's your boy Wcq. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the videos. We out.